Hello YouTube, it is me again. I've already posted two different variants online, Scrapkeepers and Scraptown variants of scraps, obviously. What I do want to show you is my updated deck for the September format. You guys can use this build or make your own. Uh, this isn't set in stone as what I'm going to do, but I'm thinking about it. I just want to run over it real quick. If you have any questions about what any of the cards in this deck do, please check the other video I made, because I'm not going to be doing explanations in this one. It will make the video run way too long, and I don't want to do that again. So, without further ado, 3 Chimeras, 3 Beasts, 3 Goblin, 2 Golem, 2 Gravekeeper Spy. I'll go ahead and keep these on the field, so if you have any questions. 1 Descendant, 1 Guard. This is a preference. You can either do another Spy or another Descendant with this, or instead of this Guard, but with Gladiator Beast coming out and not coming out, but the Gladiator Beast looking to run this format pretty much, it's not a problem to bounce a card back to the hand. Summoner Monk, Tragoedia, Gores. I may take out this Gores for another Spy. I haven't decided yet. And Dark Arm Dragon, another win condition. A lot of people are like, oh, well, you don't have enough manipulation of the graveyard to make this consistent. Well, you don't have a lot of dark, like too many darks to where I'm going to have it overloaded. So I'll either have this card in my hand, it's kind of a trump card, maybe a dead draw until a little bit later in the game. But if you drop dead late game, you guys know it's pretty much the end. 3 Scrapstorms. What a lot of people don't know is that you can chain 3 Scrapstorms to the same monster. So say I have a beast on the field and I chain 3 Scrapstorms, I'm going to be able to dump 3 monsters, draw 3 cards, and then get the search for that one monster I destroyed with the scrap effect. So you thin your deck by 6. So there's no reason if you have 2 or 3 of them in your hand to chain it to the same monster. And it's a good idea. It gives you hand advantage as well. 3 Scrapyards. I was running 2 previously, but I decided with the Gravekeeper, since I'm running Arcanite Magician, I do want access to Scrap Goblin at any phase of the game when I have a spellcaster in the field, so I can get that out. So Scrapyard helps me with that. 2 MSTs. Gonna be a lot of Royal Decrees going around this format, guys. So always use your 2 MSTs. Dark Hole, obvious. Destroy all the monsters on the field. Do I really need to say anything else? Monster Reborn. Awesome. Monster Reborn you're almost always going to use on your Scrap Dragon or your Golem, or a tuner if you really need it, but Foolish Burial. A lot of people are like, oh, I don't like Foolish Burial that much. It's not that good in this deck. Well, you can say that, but whenever you are looking at a Chimera in your hand with no beast in the graveyard, what are you going to want to do? You're going to want to throw that beast in the graveyard with Foolish Burial and sync up. Or since I'm running Dad, if I need one more dark in the graveyard, and this actually happened in the tournament, I can Foolish another dark to the graveyard. Or if I have Dad on the field, I can Foolish another dark to the graveyard as, pretty much ammo for him to blow up another card. I like it. If you don't like it, you're gay. Not really. Mind Control. Mind Control your opponent's Raikou, flip their Raikou, blow up a card on their field, blow up their Raikou with your Scrap Dragon, and blow up another card on their field. So essentially you just kill 3 cards for the price of a Mind Control. Awesome. Giant Trunade, awesome. Allure of Darkness, we are running a decent amount of darks, so Allure is great. Draw power is never a bad thing. Tornado, back row hate. Bottomless, I don't think there will ever be a deck that I don't run Bottomless in unless I'm maining Decree. Some staples here at the end. I do want to talk about Starlight Road real quick. With Salvo Dad, they're going to be spamming out level 7s. So you do need to be running this card. You either need to be running Starlight Road or My Body as a Shield, or a combination of both. And you need at least one, because with all the destruction with Black Rose at 3 that's going to be going around, Salvo Dad's coming back. There's a few other decks that are coming back that you just need to watch out for. So Starlight Road, I have it at 1, and then I will actually side another one in case I'm going against one of those decks, so I can run 2. Definitely not a problem to run this card, but it is one of the preference ones that it was preference in this last format. I really think it's mandatory in September's format. And then Call and Solemn. So that is the main deck. That's 40 cards. I believe it's 19 monsters, then 21 spells and traps. If you have any questions about my build or what I've decided to do with it, this isn't 100% like, I don't want to say my build, like I'm the creator of Scrapkeepers, I'm not, but I do a lot of the think tanking on Pojo, and we do throw a lot around a lot of ideas to each other and to make this deck what it is. There's other archetypes we're working on at the moment, but I do want you guys to know that this deck, I have done extremely well. I've dueled over Skype, I've dueled people for cards, and I've had amazing results. Amazing results. I do want you guys to try this deck out if you have the cards. The most expensive card in this deck is probably, I mean, that Darkroom Dragon's getting reprinted, so I mean that's already around $10 right now as it is. Tragoedia is about 7 or 8. The Scrap Chimeras are hovering around 10, and the Scrap Dragons are like 10 to 15. It's you can put together this deck for about $50 if you know how to wheel and deal. So, and a lot of people already have a lot of these cards. I didn't have a lot of the Gravekeepers, so I did have to tread a little bit to get them, but I have them now. In your extra deck, just want to go over this real quick. I don't want this video to go over 8 minutes, so here you go. 3 Scrap Dragons. You need to run 3. If they get blown up, you need to be able to pull out another one. They're just your boss monster of the deck, and it's not taking up any deck space. There's no reason not to have 3. And then here's your other boss, Synchro Arcanite Magician. I love this card. I'd never had one before this weekend, and now that I have him, he's just amazing. You have a Gravekeeper on the field, and you tune with a level 3 tuner, your Goblin, or you mind control one of their tuners, or Monster Reborn one of their level 3 tuners, and you have this card. He gains 2 counters, spell counters, whenever he is synchro summoned, and that puts him. He gets 1,000 attack per counter he gets, which is really not the reason why he's good. That would only pump him up to 2,400 at level 7. But every time you remove one of those counters, you destroy a card on the field. So you got your Scrap Dragon, you got your Arcanite Magician, you have Dad, and you have Gravekeeper's Descendant. So that's 4 different cards that can destroy multiple cards on the field if the condition's right. So, this card has a lot of destruction, and the best thing about it is none of the cards that I've mentioned destroy at the same time, so they can't be chained to a Starlight Road. With Arcanite Magician, you remove a counter, destroy a card, remove a counter, destroy a card. With Starlight Road, you destroy your card, then destroy theirs. And with Descendant, it's just an amazing deck, and it's working really well for me. I hope you guys can build it and test it out and make your own variants of it, but that's what I'm going to be running in September, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and come back to my channel for some more deck videos, maybe some duel videos. Maybe I'll record some of my Skype duels or something like that, but you guys have a great day, okay?